Hi, Caro here, and welcome to Module 3, Day 2. Now today's lesson is going to be on ezine articles, and the good news is it is so easy. I'm going to be taking you through how to set up an ezine account and also how to submit an article, a new piece of unique and original copy. You're going to be delighted, I know, it is really easy. Ezine articles is very professional and also very user-friendly. They help you through every step of the way. So let's go and see how easy it really is. So the first thing that I do is I type in ezine articles, and then we come to ezine-articles.com. I simply press join now. And all you need to do is create an account here. So you don't need me to walk you through it. It is really self-explanatory. So you create an account, and after you do that, you come to here. Now I did actually put a little bit in my profile. I clicked on what am I missing. I haven't put a photo up. You don't have to do that, but I did put a little blurb in here. This particular account is on behalf of the challenge, so again, in the bio box I made that representative of that. I would recommend in the bio box you put something that is reflective of the role that you're playing with this keyword phrase, so, or your chosen theme keyword phrase. So it may well be that you're passionate about this topic and you want to spread the word, something like that, with maybe a little bit more eloquent language there. Now what we do is, this normally for you will say that you haven't actually created an article. I'd gone ahead and got started on this, and I'm going to take you through it. But for you, all you have to do is here, you'll click to create your first article. So now I'm going to go in to edit what I've already started, and I'll do it as if I've started from the beginning with you guys. Okay, so all you need to do is select a category. I chose pets. And subcategory, I chose cats. Now as far as article title, really important that you have your keyword phrase. My keyword phrase is Australian Miss Cat. Now for those that saw me last year will know, this is the blog that I created last year. It's purely just for this example. It is not a blog or anything that I work actively on or I monetize. It's to show you the process. So again, I will show you referencing this, and you can see I've got the theme keyword is Australian Miss Cat, and then I've got Australian missed cats and breeds of cats. Now ideally I would have had a couple more category keywords there as well. So that is an article, original unique article that I wrote last year. And for ezine articles, it's also important to write an original article. In fact, before you even start to fill out that, I would really recommend you take the time to go to the editorial guidelines. You could not get anything clearer, and it's important that even if you've used ezine articles before, that you go back in there, because they say very clearly that they will not let you know when they update the guidelines, and they could do so at any time. So it's really important that you make the time to read through them. They're very clear about what they will permit and what they won't permit. So again, it shows you what sort of HTML tags are permissible. So you can do bold, strong and italics and so forth, underline and so forth. So those show you the HTML tags there, also shows you how to do them. Ezine articles is, I think they're fantastic. They went through a hard time, I think around about 2003 or 2004, where they got heavily Google slapped. So they've got very, and that's because all and sundry were using and abusing it. The wrong type of people were posting. They've now got excellent rules and criteria that are very easy to go along with. Nothing to fear with ezine articles. They're very polite. They will give you every chance if your article is not approved to correct it. So there is nothing to fear with ezine articles. They're professional, and they are a power Web 2.0 type ranking vehicle. So let's go back here. So, article title, The Australian Missed Cat, Diary of an Owner. So you can see here I've got my keyword phrase in there. I can also write a teaser copy. So I'm going to pause and write some teaser copy here now. Okay, so you can see here that I've just written a very short account. Pretty true. Read a biased yet humorously honest account of why the Australian Miss Cat is the best cat breed to choose. Written, of course, by an Australian, should put Australian, Miss Cat ×2 owner. So I've kept it short and sweet there. Then what I have is some text. Now I always use a text editor, so you can see there I'd already written and just copied and pasted without the full stop, because the guideline said not to have a full stop at the end of the title, and then all I'm simply going to do, and again I'll pause this video whilst I do this, is copy and paste my body copy into the actual, you can see here, WYSIWYG here. So let's pause and I'll do that and I'll get back to you very quickly. So as you can see here, I've simply copied and pasted it in here. Now I also chose to turn on the WYSIWYG if I wanted to edit anything in here. I just like that. I also know HTML tags. For those of you that are newbies, this most probably is a lot less confronting for you. Now, I may well choose, again, having checked with the guidelines of what I can and can't use, it tells me, and I'm taking on a bit of a journey here, these are what are allowed. So I could bold it, I could put in italics, I could underline. So what I am likely to do is this. Bold this. Now you'll notice that I always, rule of thumb, theme keyword phrase in the title, also in the first paragraph. Now I have it throughout. I have it naturally, like I call it organic. I'm not looking to try and put it in there, but I'm really conscious of using it, but not overusing it. Now this is actually one of my category keyword phrases, so I've put that in there because that's a good thing to do, even though this article is focused on the main theme keyword phrase. And you'll also notice here I always end with it as well, so I might well just underline that there. And you'll see I've also, one of my other category keywords was breeds of cats, so I've also inserted that. Now I've done it so it reads naturally. You know, I've used Australian Miss Cats there. I've talked a lot about the nature of the cat. So again, this is a very real article. Every article you do, and I'll say this more than once, needs to be unique and needs to be different to any other article that you have written. So I think I might do that one in italics. So I like to just do one bold, one italics, and one underline. Nothing too much, and you know, like you don't want to overkill and do it bold everywhere. Now the other thing to say is, if they come back and you've done something that they're saying isn't quite right, please don't panic, just change it. Ezine-articles are incredibly professional, very easy to work with, pack a lot of power with regards to an authority website, hosting platform, ranking platform, getting confused there. Your WordPress direct blog is your hosting platform. So yeah, it's as easy as that. So I've done a bold, I've done italics, and I've done an underline. I'm just going to leave it like that. Already suggested keywords here, so I'm going to click on that. I am also going to say I want Australian. In fact, I'm going to do Australian Miss Cat is my first one, and then I'm going to say Australian Miss Cats, and I would put in breeds of cats as my main things here. And then finally you can put in your author signature, and this is where you can put the links in. You know, I have to say, since using ezine-articles even last year, they've become even more user-friendly. I really recommend that you click each of these and listen to them. I just paused again to listen to the signature box, and I saw that I hadn't done what they had recommended here, to have it closely aligned here. So they are so helpful, they really are. So please do not worry about getting it wrong, just do it as I'm teaching here. And you know, if you make a mistake somewhere, don't worry too much, it can always be, rectified. So just respect, what this entity is and what it can do for you. Do your best, and it will work very well for you. But before we close, I'll just quickly pause again, because I'm sure you don't want to see me typing, and I'll put something into the author signature box. Now, it's worth saying here that you can have 2 links, and the 2 links that we want to use, and you'll see them, is to my blog and also the link to the actual post. Now, if you look down the screen, you can see the link there. So this link and that link are the 2 that I'm going to put in. So I'm just going to pause for now, get all that done, and then it'll be a case of voila. So here I am back again. I've just written this. Now, I've been a little bit tongue-in-cheek with this. For yourself, when you're writing like your signature, just relate it to your theme keyword phrase, and whatever name you decide to use as author, as owner of this particular account, you can easily, incredibly say that you're passionate about this particular topic, or you might say you're on a journey of discovery about it, and you really want to spread the word. There's many ways you can term it. Don't stress too much about this. Remember, you're all very new at this, and you can certainly go back and change a lot of things that you do. The main thing is that you do your best right now, and you get the experience. So you can see here that I've put in the overall blog URL, and then the URL to the first article, which is what you see when you go to the blog. So we're pretty much good to go. I'm going to now preview the article. So now here you can see what it looks like. Now, this is a longer article than I'd most probably recommend you guys write, to be honest. I think around about 500 words is fine. Because I'm using this just as an example, I chose to just allow myself to keep writing, because it is a topic that I am very passionate about. So they've done some spell check here, so I'm going to go through and have a look at that, and then we'll finish up. So all I need to do now is, yes, I agree, and submit the article. Now, the thing to know here with ezine-articles, it can, and they do advise, they can take about 7 to 10 days to actually approve your article. So don't panic if you haven't heard from them in a couple of days. They give you notice that it will take between, I think last year it was 7 to 10 days. It could have changed. So let's see what they say when I click submit. Okay, here we say, there has been submitted. Articles are generally reviewed within 7 days of submission, depending on incoming volume of that. So again, no need to panic if it seems to take longer, and you can always contact them. So pretty much that's it.